And 4 British women rowed for 235 days on the sea. Could this be a competition, or is it just for pleasure? In another climb, the snowy weather gets harsher, but it's a mixed grill item for residents.
After rowing 15,640 kilometers across the Pacific Ocean, 4 British women ended their journey in the Australian city of Cairns in far north Queensland on January 25th. They left San Francisco on the 21st of April last year, spending 235 days at sea. Emma Mitchell, Natalia Cohen, Laura Penhall, and Meg Dios became the first female team and first 4-person boat to row the Pacific. Greeted by family and friends with hugs and cheers, the women said they were happy to be back on dry land.
And I'm sure even more amazing for them to know that we're here and we're not going back on that boat. We've had sharks circling. We had a couple of sharks that followed us for a few weeks.
The rowers said they made stops in Hawaii and Samoa to restock on supplies, rowing 24 hours a day into our shifts. The journey raised $78,000 for injured servicewomen and breast cancer patients. In the U.S. East Coast, there have been an extensive damage to the roofs of various buildings from a massive blizzard. Several constructions and buildings could not sustain the weight of snow dump. The blizzard left at least 20 dead in several states. Authorities say 13 people were killed in weather-related car crashes in Arkansas, North Carolina, Kentucky, Ohio, Tennessee, and Virginia. 1 person died in Maryland and 3 in New York while shoveling snow. 2 died of hypothermia in Virginia and 1 from carbon monoxide poisoning in Pennsylvania. The Weather Channel said more than 85 million people in at least 20 states were covered by a winter weather warning, watch or advisory, and residents up and down the East Coast scrambled to stock up on supplies. Thousands of flights have been cancelled since the blizzard. Meanwhile, hundreds gathered at DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C. to pelt each other with snowballs. Revelers bobbed, waved, and charged at each other, armed with fistfuls of snow.
And we wrap up this week's edition of Foreign Dispatches with the display balloons at the 38th International Hot Air Balloons in Switzerland, as Taiwan now has a new tourist attraction as well.
Hundreds of people gathered in the small Swiss city of Château-d'Eau for the start of its 38th International Festival of Hot Air Balloons, which saw dozens of hot air balloons being launched into the clear blue sky. Before the takeoff, a much-awaited aerial ballet, pilots and crews from 15 different countries had to prepare the fragile giants. The balloons are stretched out and filled with gas to allow the balloon plump up and take off.
You start on a place and you don't know where you land. That's fantastic. You cannot steer the balloon. You can just go high and low, but you cannot say I will go to the right or the left. So you start on this place and I don't know anything which place I will land. So that's adventure. And also the view when you go to 3,000 meters, the view, the bouquet of the Alps you see. It's wonderful.
The festival lasts until January 31st. And Budai Township in the southwest of Taiwan is attempting to attract more tourists by building a church that looks like a giant high-heeled shoe made entirely out of metal and blue-tinted glass tiles. Though still under construction, tourists are already visiting the site. Situated in the middle of a construction site and next to a traditional Buddhist temple, the bright blue glass structure rises up to about 17 meters at the highest point at its heel. The Southwest Coast National Scenic Area Administration running the project says it's the biggest high-heeled shoe. The Recreation Section Manager of the Southwest Coast National Scenic Area Administration, Talia Pan, came up with a plan for the building to attract more visitors to the area. 24-year-old student Yang Wenjiang came to take pictures in front of a 10-meter long shoe-shaped building, which is made up of 1.279 metal rods and 320 blue glass towers of different sizes and shapes. Visitors are expected to flock to the church when it opens. The officials said the Southwest Coast National Scenic Area Administration are already planning more attractions, including a giant jeweled engagement ring in the water basin and the waiting hall in the shape of oysters. Tens of thousands of tattoo and piercing enthusiasts from around the world descended on Rio de Janeiro to take part in Tattoo Week Rio 2016, billed as Latin America's biggest tattoo event. Organizers said more than 900 artists from all over the world took part in the Incan conference. Artists and enthusiasts manned 240 stands from places near and far, including Argentina, the United States, Europe, and New Zealand. Many of the booths focused on new and innovative tattoo and piercing trends, while others sold items from tattoo ink and tattoo machines to T-shirts and jewelry. Brazilian student Joyce da Costa said she came out to get a new tattoo inked onto her leg.
It's a line from one of my favorite movies, and it says reality is a prison. To say that everyone has their way to escape, everyone has their way to run from reality.
The Tattoo Week event originated in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 2011 before expanding in Rio in 2013.
Thank you so much for coming on this interesting journey with us. I hope to catch you next time on the program with fresh stories. I'm Imana Amawe. Bye for now.